Hello. Hello everyone. Good morning. I am Srinivas from 7th Sense Talent Solution, trainer for today class. I think it's time to start the session. It's already 10. I think only a few members have joined. Please try to join as early so that we can start the session. Yeah, coming to the today's topic. Good morning, everyone. I think few of you have joined. Please suggest your friends to join as well because already it's 10 to. It's time to start the class. Coming to the today's topic, as from the past 1 or 2 months, you have been continuously guided on the various topics of soft skills. Coming to the personal branding, like it is also a type of soft skill. Can anyone tell me what is the use of a personal branding? Like how does it help us in our daily life, like personal brand? You will be thinking I think everyone in their life will be coming across so many brands. Why do they prefer the brand, especially when they the any product or any product which is of not of brand will be not preferred? Yeah, why do you prefer a brand? Can anyone help me with this? Like what is the use of a brand? Like what is a brand and how it can it define normal definition of what is a brand? Like how does it work? Why the people are so influenced about that particular brand? Is there any like why they are getting influenced, like oh they want only that particular brand? What is the major advantages of using a branded stuff or some branded clothes? Yeah, I think yeah, brand is nothing but it is just like a which gives more quality, more life, and it will be really prestigious to own those things. That's why it is called a brand. Okay, coming to what is like how we can ourselves become a brand, like how we can make our career very branded, or how we can develop ourselves so that whenever we go outside they recognize with us with the help of something, like okay, he has achieved something. Okay, he's like a brand. He has made so many things. He himself, his name is itself a brand. How to make that? In this session, we'll be coming across how we can develop our personal brands, what are the skills that are needed to build our personal brand, like how we can build a brand of our own, and how we can like for the freshers, how they can build their brand by using the modern technologies, like using the LinkedIn profiles, using the internet, and coming across to various other things, how they can build. We will cover all those things will be covered in this session. Yeah, like the brand is not a single word, like it will be having a lot of stuff in it, like it will be having a logo, it will be having a buzz, it will then have a product of itself, a service will be product, it will have a culture, as well as it will have its own style. Like it is has a own style of working. Every particular brand will have a particular logo. For example, if you are using any car, it will have having a logo, it will be having its own buzz in the market. They'll produce the product in such a way that the buzz always remains in the product, and it will definitely provide the services, like it is never being provided by any other competitors, and the culture of those brands is really good, and also the styling is also very pretty good and efficient. So these are the elements of the brand, like these are some of the major terms which play a vital role in any brand. So try to use try to see, you can observe in the daily life, like, oh, you can choose any particular brand like BMW. Okay, it has a buzz, its products are really good, service is really exceptional of BMW, culture is also really good, and the styling of BMW is like next level. Like this makes a brand like takes it to the next level. So these are the basic elements of the brand. Okay, why branding yourself or branding your personal skills is really important in our daily life? Why it is important? Can anyone help me with this? Like, what is why it is given more importance? Like personal branding is given day to day more importance. Why it is like that? I think you personal branding is important for in nowadays because as you can see on the screen, like there are nearly 5 points mentioned which will help you why it branding is really important, like because it's a competitive world, you know, every day there is competition growing in each and every domain, every organization, everywhere, not even a single field is without competition. So someone is like competing you continuously, whether you do good or do bad, like you are being evaluated on a continuous process, like you are being evaluated continuously, like it is going on continuously whether you do your job right or not, but you are being evaluated like on a daily basis. Your work is guided, is evaluated internally as well as externally. Everyone will be doing okay, what is he doing his job really well, or okay, he is lagging in something, he has to improve a lot in that. And demands are also will be changing according to that, the supply as well as other terms will also be changing. And also the competitors will be there for every, like if you are working in an organization, the competitors will be your team members or your seniors, there will be your competitors. Like for if you are there in any production oriented company, the competitors will be like your other organization will be your competitors. And coming to still larger angle, like in industries, yeah, large industries will be competing with themselves. Like competition is like everywhere. It is not like that, okay, it is only in one particular field. In this production field it is there, in manufacturing it is there, it is not there in any other startups, it is not there in any other BPO sector, so it is not in any IT field. It is the competition is like a never ending process. So to overcome these competition and to survive in this world, we need to develop the our skills. You know, developing our skills, personal branding is like a major, it plays a major role. If we develop our personal brand by using the skills we have, definitely we would perform really well, and it makes us different from everyone else. This is the one thing which makes us different from everyone else. Like without personal branding we will not stand out. Like there might be around 20 to 30 people, everyone will be having the same set of skills. Okay, what is that new thing or that unique thing that you are sharing with your organization or the company, so that they will see something, okay, this guy has a particular, he is making his name in his own way. He's like he's unique, he stands out among even hundreds, we can recognize him. Even if thousands of people come, he could be easily recognized. To make that, you should have that particular set of skills which you can build your own personal brand. Okay, coming to what is a person brand, like any particular definition, can anyone help? Yeah, what's the, I think this is the definition, or this is what I think our personal branding, like anyone can help me with this. Like a person's brand is like his attitude, how he behaves, how his speech is, how he deals with the difficult situations, how he conducts in his daily life, and how he is overall taking all those impacts and still doing good. Is it is like a branding. It gives a brand for him. Okay, we can judge a person like I think everyone will be knowing Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a very cool guy. He never gets tensed even in the worst of worst situations. Like this, he has made his own brand. Like MS Dhoni, his name is himself a brand now. Like this, those set of skills and those sets of making decisions at that particular time makes a person a brand himself. Okay. Okay, before I think ask yourself some questions like before making a brand. Do people have a clear understanding of what you do and what value it brings? Like you should not think like okay what others might think. You should be the sole responsible, and you should think about what I am doing and what are the things I am working, so that I can make a brand of myself. okay, what are the set of skills I am working, so that these set of skills will make me stand out even among 10 or 20 people, and I can achieve some greater heights than anyone else. Like, you should be clear about that. You should ask this question, okay, what are that okay, I am understanding that, okay, if I learn this one particular thing, okay, it might particular set of skills, it will really do good for me, as well as it will help me to make achieve, it will make me to stand out. Like, no one will among 10, only one or two might be knowing that, okay, it will really help me in going further ahead. And concepts and ideas people associate with your name and image, like if you have those set of skills, like they recognize with not only just your because of your name, but also if you have those skills, set of skills, they will definitely recognize you in that particular skill name. It's like if you are very good in dealing with some topics, if you are very good in some particular domain, they will recognize you, okay, he has made some really good achievement in the domain, he is really good at thing, he will just call you by, like, okay, if he's someone is good in studies, you will call them, okay, he's a topper, like that. You'll get a name tag of, okay, brand is the branding name, you will get, oh, he's particularly good at that thing, he will be really called by that name. They will recognize not by just your name, as well as they will get the image, okay, he is the class topper, okay, he's going really good, then they will recognize him by by these other names as well as, and their image will also be changed among those people. And coming to what is personal branding, like personal branding is not like that, okay, you listen to everyone and take the inputs from others and listen to them and try to build your brand. It is not like that. You should be in the influence of your thinkings, like, okay, I will be doing, I want to do something in this domain, okay, I have to learn certain set of skills. You should implement those set of skills and try to follow those things in your daily life, so that you can build a personal brand on that. Like, if you want to learn some course related to Python, Java, you can learn that and try to learn in such a way that those set of skills acquired by you in that particular period of time will not cannot be acquired by anyone. Like, give 100% on that and make yourself confident that I can deal with anything. And this is like a personal branding. Okay, then people might call him, okay, he is like a Python himself, like he can decode everything, he'll be calling himself decoder or code or something, like they will call you like that. This is like personal branding. The personal branding is like, it is not done overnight, it is developing a strategy and actions to be guide your brand. Like, it is like you should take some strategy, you should make some strategies, and you take some actions. Not by just making a strategy you will get the personal brand. Like, it is not such an easy, like it is not everyone cup of tea to build a brand. But what we can do is that we can build a strategy, as well as we can take certain set of actions so that we can build that brand. In this session we'll be giving some of the tools that, or some of the points which you can think on, so that you can build a, you might join the process of making yourself a brand. That I will help you in the next. Like, in the word personal, there is a word called persona. What that it describes, like, persona, like, persona means like what are the qualities that make you different. It defines that, okay, he is different from one thing. He is it clearly bifurcates between one person and the other person who is your competitor, or who might be giving some in any domain. If he is your competitor, it will differentiate the by him. A persona will include attributes, characteristics, vision, and values. Like, what are the characteristics? Like, which characteristics of the persons will be different. Like, every person will be having his own characteristics, and they will bifurcate on that also, as well as vision, as well as his values. Like, if he is having some values, the other might not be having those values. Like that, everything will be differentiated. Like, persona is like a term which highlights the qualities that are built in you, and makes you highlighted. Like, it is like the basic thing which makes you, like, try to inculcate the vision, try to see far, try to have far sightedness, and try to develop the values, so that you can do some banding stuff before trying to make yourself building a brand. Like, think of some other questions, like, what are your strong zones? Like, you are really good at one zone, try to contribute or try to acquire certain set of skills in that particular zone rather than going out of your strong zone. I will do something in other domain. It is not like that. It will be, you can do, but it will take longer time, as well as it will take more dedication, as well as it will really, you have to sustain a longer period of time to achieve those. Like if you really want to create a brand, it will take really a good hard to 5 to 10 years. That's why try to, if you are in a strong zone, you will be having that self confidence. Okay, I have just stepped in, I can do. You will be self motivated by yourself if you are in a strong zone. And try to make a list of around 3 to 5 strong zones which are really good, so that you can acquire certain set of skills and build a brand of that one. And if you are really good in some art field, like some drawing or creating canvas paintings, you can set it like, okay, if you are really good at one is like in creating canvas paintings, and in teaching, or in like motorsport riding, make a list of those things among 3 to 5. Try to think which would be the best suited area to make my own image in that area, like build my own brand. If you're really good in painting or in artistic things, you are really interested, try to give more importance in that zone, so that you can be recognized in that field. After putting a hard work of 2 to 3 years, you will be really recognized, and you can build a own brand of yourself. Like that, you should uh, mainly identify the areas we are really good, and think about what you are passionate about. Like if you're really passionate about one thing, like I'm really passionate in traveling, or if someone might have passionate about traveling, yeah. And they have, a lot of people have their own YouTube channel, like they will make the travel vlogs, and they're really doing good. But see, they have identified their passion as well as their strong zones, and they have worked on it day and night, so that now they have achieved the success. So try to identify those strong zones as well as your passionate, which thing you're passionate about. Try to search that first, then you can really perform well, and you can make a brand of your own. And try to think what motivates you continuously. Like okay, you are definitely motivated. Like if some people are interested in traveling, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like it keeps them motivated. Like they want to travel everywhere, see the places. Like this motivates them in one way. If they are really motivated, they will be really passionate. Then they'll be passionate enough, and they will and they will provide their maximum 100%, so that the result will be really good at the end. And what are my personal values? Like see your values, what are important for me, and how I will cope up with that. And see if I'm choosing a career on this, I want to certain set of skills on this. Where should be I in the next coming 5 years? You should pre-plan those things, and then jump into that zone, and try to think what is important. Like okay, if I am going into the art field, or if I am going into my core, if I am studying, okay, if I want to do some want to crack some competitive exams, or I want to do some my own startups, as want to do my own shop. And think about that, what is important. Like how you want to see your world. Like if you want to be recognized as a entrepreneur, or if you want to be like your own business, you want to have your own business, or if you want to have your own or build your own or small organization. Try to think how, depends on how you want to see, how you want others to see you. And and after deciding all those things, and not by just thinking, or by okay, I have just thought that I will identify my strong zone, I'm really passionate about this, and I'll be in the 5 years just simply saying okay, I will be in some place, random place, and in some position. It is after we can decide all those things, but you should really make some contribution. Like I want to be there. If you want to achieve something, you have to really strive hard, as well as you need to contribute on those things on a continuous basis, so that you can build a brand is not made by one day or 2 days. It requires constant effort, as well as dedication, as well as yourself. You should be self motivated all the time so that you can build a brand of your own. And you should ask, still many questions are there, like what makes you unique. Like if you're jumping into that zone, like a particular artistic zone, what makes, there should be some unique character in you, like from apart from the rest there will be still more artists who will be there rather than you earlier, but you still stand out among them. Try to be unique, more unique, start to try and certain try to be more unique and try to acquire some certain skills so that it can create a own like own loyal customers, as we say. Because if the brand is performing really good, the customers will be like, they will be like, customers will be like fixed for that, and they will not go out of their zone. If you are unique, then only that will happen. Like, okay, if the results are going really good, and you should try to help others also regarding that. And like what is that, like some people choose their strong career, they perform really well, but after some they have worked really hard, they'll build their everything and build their brand. They will try to move out of their career. Okay, I have done a lot of hard work, 10 years I have reached certain heights which no one has reached, let me try some other zone. They will just try to move out of that zone and try to do something else, but it will not happen at the end. So be constant and be patient, and if you're really performing good, try to bring others into that zone and make them really well and well equipped with those set of skills, and you can make other people life also really good. It will help the world, as well as it will help others, as well as it will help their family, friends, and everyone. And what, there will be certain time like you may go out of track, like okay, at the end when you are really successful, at when you are at the peak of your achievement, there will be some time like they will be out of your some track you will lose, some track you will do, so you will be doing some other you will listen a lot of things from the others, and you will try to execute that, and you lose your track. So when you are at your peak or the top zone, try to be patient and try to think twice before taking any step, because you have done a lot of hard work in the previous 5 to 10 years to achieve this thing. Please be patient on the things and think on that twice before moving out or going out of the track. And try to be help try to, as you have already if you make a person a brand, people will definitely come to you and ask you for help, and try to help them, and so that they can also learn something from their side. And as I mentioned, a question that you need to ask, like previously mentioned. But these are five of the most important questions. Like decide your brand. How to, in order to build a brand, you should have some goals. You should have certain set of values. You should think of what you're passionate and what motivates you and what makes you remarkable. These think on these questions so that you can identify everything. Like if you are really good in one zone, try to stick to these questions and then try to move to the next steps. And but yeah, coming to the rules, like you should be having certain set of rules in before, like every brand, it will be not simply built. They will be having certain set of rules and regulations, and they need to follow that on a continuous manner. Not like they'll follow it for 1 hour, 2 days. After that, they will be leaving. It is not like that. Like the rules will be elegant, be consistent, be relevant, be interesting, be yourself. Like these also, what happens is like people sometimes recognize others, like in your family itself. Like okay, is a, if someone is really performing consistently good in his studies, then they will recognize, like they will give them a brand name, like okay, he's a consistent performer. Like this, it builds a brand. If you are doing something constantly, kind of continuous and in a good manner, and it will give you a brand name, like you is a very consistent, then people can rely upon him, relevant. Yeah, if he's doing really well for a long period of time without any mistakes, then they will call him Mr. Reliant. And be yourself, like don't try to be like fake or try to do something else. like, and the steps that need to be taken, like you should plan it, you should take your certain tools and measure it, and you should continuously work on it before like if you make the decisions you should work on that, like you should make necessary plans. Okay, at the beginning, I will start to learn some particular skills. Like if you want to be if you want to learn like some Python, you would really want to be proficient in Python. You will try to learn C++, and identify that okay, if you're really good in C++, you will work more on that and try to implement that. And you should try to make the efforts repeatedly so that you will get better results and you will get better recognition. If we get the recognition, I think that is itself making a brand what it's justifies. Like if we get the recognition, the brand will be built, it will be recognized. That itself is enough. Personal brands, okay, after you have built like you have built an personal brand, you have and the employees your organization has developed, and your employees also should be having those things, like publicity. They should get the publicity. They're working in that particular brand, they're working really hard. If you build that brand in such a way that the people or the employees will care, like they will get the employees working in that organization will also get that brand values. They will get their recognition in the society, as well as they will get really good publicity, and they'll be recognized each and everywhere they go. Like these are the tools or the how you can learn, like for a basic learner. If you are really in our student life, like you should try to think, okay, what should are the things that I need to see in the coming days, so that what are the tools, how can I build my own brand, how can I be strong in one particular zone. Like you can use the tools, like you can use the more websites that will really, there are really good websites which can help you learn many things. And you can now see the podcast, social networks, and events, and offline project, offline you can attend offline sessions. The media is there, really the you can get everything, you can learn something. In order to build a brand, you can take the ideas, like if you have already seen many of the successful people, and you should admire one person, and you should, if you're admiring a person, it's not like that or just admiring him because of his success. Try to see the hard work that he has done in order to attain that in that position that he is there now. If everyone will be having their role model as well, try to take the initial how they thought, how they worked on that to achieve their brand name, like how they were successful really, like that. Try to see that. You can, I think, from the past, now the recent developments have made you such advances that you can learn anything at your fingertips. Try to make use of the above tools, and don't forget to make yourself, like building a brand is not enough. Like okay, if you are made an organization, like you will be connected with some of those people, like there will be a zone for every particular organizations, or in every particular domain or every production system. Like there will be one set of people who will be knowing that. Like if you make you findable on social networks like in LinkedIn or any other social media platforms, it will connect you to the more people, and you might get other people may recognize you more. Like it will builds a brand. If you it will help you to take the new ideas, as well as it will help you collaborate. If you collaborate, you can still take the brand to the new heights. So try to be more findable on social networks and connect with everyone who you find, and try to build a strong network or strong bond with them. And donate your experience, like yeah, because most, if you have made yourself like a brand, uh, most of them you will be following, most of the youth as well as the modern young people will following you like anything. Try to give them some suggestions. Okay, I've done the works on this, that's why I'm here. Try to see those and try to implement them in your life, so that you can also be one or other day where hard work, you can be sure make yourself a brand. And make the use of the platforms, like there will be some offline sessions going on. Try to attend them and try to make use of these things. Yeah, and personal brands, like I think I have explained you a lot about personal brand. Now what do you think, like personal brand differentiates? Can anyone tell me that? Yeah. Like, okay, after that session, now I got some idea. Like, personal branding makes us to stand out. Apart from that, I think yeah, personal branding is like it differentiates you consistently from others. Like yeah, you are it will bifurcate you. You will from a certain set of skills. You'll be continuously being bifurcated from the others. It is like building a brand of your own. Like it will generally bifurcate and consistently and leveraging their unique value proposition. Like I think everyone will be knowing Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, the how the way he built the organization. It was like he has moved from step by step to group. Yeah, like how he has done the hard work and how he has been there. Like he has not achieved it in overnight. Like he has continuously tried, so that now he has achieved really good heights than anyone else. Like as Jeff Bezos only said, like a brand is what people say about you when you are not in that room. I think you got that what he is trying to tell. Like in front of you, everyone will tell like that. Okay, you are performing really good. You are the one. You are the guy to go for every situation. But make yourself a that type of brand. Like even in your absence, they think about you, and they should really be proud of yourself. Like thinking about and talking about you. Try to make it as yeah. When you are not there, even when you are absent, may try to make your brand well, like your thinking capacity, like your skills more valuable, that everyone should in their absence also they should really guide you and they should really think that this guy is a really amazing guy. Try to be like that. And like what your brand represent is like it is like your reputation. Like it is like everything for if you are trying to build a brand, everyone will be having, but try to make it more precious, like, by adding certain set of skills, by making the right decisions at the right set of time, and by working on those mistakes you have done earlier and try to rectifying it itself makes you a brand. Like a brand is like what the external words think of you. It is like the combination of your strengths, passion, and your thinking capacity, and it differentiates. like like if a person has made some promise to someone, like okay, I will help you with this, and he has not done that, then it will affect the brand value of anyone, or like anything. So try to do the things which you have promised, and try to do the things which are promised, and try if you are doing those things what you have said, yeah, you will perform really well, you will perform really well in career. That will help you to build a brand, as well as you to become more successful, as well as to be recognized. If you are successful, you will be recognized. If the success is in your way, then the brand will be brand automatically and your reputation will increase. Everything will be good going. Just a minute. Yeah, I think the personal branding, mentioned it earlier. Like what are the actions that need to be taken to build a personal brand and how it goes. Like anyone can help me with the steps. Like I mentioned it earlier, like what these are certain set of skills that I need to be have, and certain I should be thinking on this. Help me with some of the points so that we can proceed further. Yeah, like personal branding, I think I've already mentioned major steps. Like you think on your strong zones, you should be self confident, you should be thinking that, yeah, I can do this. Like you should identify strong zones as well as belief in yourself, and to try to take the necessary actions or the steps that needs to be done so that you can build a brand. Like it is not easy. Like if you just decide like, okay, I will learn this thing and I will try to inculcate or try to practice, that's not enough. Try to assess yourself. Assessing is like you should assess where are you going wrong. Are you going wrong in every field or in every steps, or try to think of that. If you identify your weak zone, if in the strong zone as well, as then only you can perform well. So try to assess yourself continuously, because assessing helps you to assessing helps you to identify weak zones in that strong zones itself. If you do that thing on a continuous manner, I think you will be the best, which helps you to be which helps you to be being recognized in every way, and tries to help in every domain. As well as if you are recognized, your reputation will be great. If the reputation is going really good for a past the past 2 to 3 years or so, then the brand will be automatically built on your own. Like this it goes on. Like some of the steps in the actions are like action abilities and values and beliefs. Actions like before, yeah, building these like actions, what you have done in the past could affect your brand, positive or negative. Like sometimes what will be is like that they have built a brand of their own, but now they're trying a new thing. Be more patient, more calm, and try to think twice before doing those actions, because you are already being in that zone. Like you're performing really well. Now you are trying to to take a footstep in that zone, which you want to do something, you are having a desire. But be patient and think, because the action that you take might affect you in the coming days. And the ability is like what is your skill set. Like if that the skill set is really in a strong zone, then it is of no problem, you can do really well. If it is like outside your strong zone, and you have already built a brand, and it may affect you, it may backfire you in some days. So try to do something in your strong zone itself. Values and like what is important to you, think on the values that you need to be your more important belief. And the last thing is like you believe on yourself, on your past experiences, you can build that brand more effectively in a more efficient manner and in a more good way, and it will help you to achieve certain heights in a short period of time. So be self-confident, be believe in your try to believe in yourself, and be faithful, and try to be interactive with those, and try to be consistently improving yourself. It will definitely make your personal branding really good, and it will help recognize you in every manner. Like I think we can give an example of in everyone's student life. There will be there will be usually like they will be graded. on their scores. They'll be taking their in their assessments or in their exams or in their preparatory exams. Like one or the other way, we'll try to judge each and every person in this world. If you come to the organization or software, they'll be having their own scores, monthly project, monthly reports. They'll be assessed continuously. So like assessment is like thinking ourselves and how we can improve. Like if you are in our in a school, like really everyone will be graded. Try to be thinking on that, like you'll be graded. Like at that time, if someone is performing really good in some subject, max, he will be really, if he's really doing the calculations well, he's performing really well, he is like in no time he's solving, then and he's scoring really well, then he will have his own image in that college or school. Like he will get his own brand name, like he's really doing good. They will call him like Ramanujan, who was really like doing good in max. Like that you will get a personal brand if you are doing certain set of things in a really efficient and in a good way. Like why personal branding is more important, like why it is given more importance in the recent days. Can anyone help me with this? Like, why it is giving like a more important? Like, why is continuously being stressed in everywhere and in every aspect, in every domain, in every organization, or in any particular field? It is like occupying every domain, not like only one particular domain. Why it is like that? Try to guess some of the points apart from which are displayed on the screen, because the screen already 4 to 5 points are already there. Apart from this, I think you should you be able to, yeah, generally you can guess those. Like why it is the personal branding is going more important. Any of you can help me with this. Even it is okay if it is wrong. No issues. Try to be like, see, self confidence is nothing like belief in what you are doing. Try to, even if it is wrong, you will get an opportunity to learn. So try to think and answer. If anyone is, please, can anyone help me with that? Like any one example. Okay, I think I will just 30 seconds. If anyone willing to answer, please go ahead so that we can proceed further. Okay, we'll go ahead. Like the branding, what it makes is like you'll be continuously acquiring some skills. It will by performing really well, you will be doing really well. If you're doing really well and you're getting the recognition, your earning potential will be surely increased. Everyone wants to earn some good money. That's why they're working on that continuously. If you're earning potential, like it boosts your personal life, like in a good manner, and it will give you the opportunity of leadership roles. Like if you are able to lead a team, then it is really good, and will be given the opportunity to lead the team in an effective manner, so that leadership roles will be given an opportunity. And if you are having those certain set of skills, you'll be like leadership role is not given to everyone. Like if you have some strong zone, if you are having some capability, if you have your own brand, then only those type of the roles will be be given to you, so that no, they know that he can do those things. And if you get recognition, will be surely be given. If you have your self brand, if you are then and enhance the prestige, like recognition and the prestige is the one and the same, but even will be recognized like not in your friends or family or in the friend zone. You'll be given recognition apart from your daily life, like wherever you go. If you have your own brand name, you'll be definitely being recognized in each and every day of your life. And and top of mind status, what that does this mean? Like anyone can help me with this, like top of the mind status, like you will be feeling really proud in yourself, like, oh, I had done the right decision on that day, so that I have yeah, I am here. And that has made me get recognized between among so many people who don't meet, but they're still praising me. Like you'll be at the top of your work, as well as you'll be feeling really good when you reach those heights in your life. So try to do work on your skills, and try to learn it in a good manner, try to continuously assess yourself, so that you can build a own brand of yourself, like you, and try to be unique, rather than trying to assess yourself. Try to think unique and try to do things which are not being done in the same way. Try to be in working in an efficient manner, as well as try to be efficient as well as apart from these points, like self branding or personal branding, it gives a lot of other things, like apart from recognition, like that you can, if you are having a, you can help the others, like you can guide others. It is like guiding others is like helping the one who are in need. It's like doing really good for them. It is one of the other thing, like people come and ask for your help regarding how, if they are willing to make their own small, they are trying to learn some new things, then you can assist them or guide them in this way, so that they can also achieve what they are dreaming, and you could be the role model for others. Like if you are some doing pretty well, then others may take you as a role model itself. It will be the greatest achievement of anyone, like you are being the role model of so others. It will be really good to think of that. And how it is used, like self branding, like it is like how can we introduce ourselves, like if you are basically trying to go to try to a person who is not seen us, how will we introduce ourselves? Like if you having the personal brand, like we can how to interact on the first time, to introduce you verbally, visually, and in writing, to develop an aura about what you do and how you do it, to demonstrate others like what are your strengths, what are your beliefs, and how you can be efficient, and how you can do that, and how you can deal with those type of situations, difficult situations in effective manner, and try to be more effective. And to convince the people, like, yeah, if you are doing some job where convincing is really important, like you should be really good at that, convincing people, clarify people's perception, and to influence others. Like influencing is, if you want to make a brand of your own, you want to have the skills of influencing others and trying to bring them into your zone, then only you can be successful. Like this, it is some of the steps that need to give more important, like you should be having a good set of skills. You should try to convince the people and to bring them and to clarify regarding them that they should be better rather than that. If you guide them in that manner, then they will see that okay, this guy is really a bunch of knowledge, and we can really take his ideas into implementation. And if you're really, then they think that you are really influential and you can influence more people in the coming days. And how to create your own brand, like if you are trying to expand your trying to build your own brand in some other zones, like why should I try to question yourself, like why should I do that? And you should know your strengths as well as your audience, and what is your message, and what are you trying to convince to them. Like it is not like that I will just go and say that I have this type of set of skills, please hire me, or some please give me some projects on this. No, it's not like that. You should think of the audience as well as you should know the difference, and you should keep in mind the every aspect, like okay, these they want only particular set of skills, then we should guide them really on one some those skills. Not like that I will guide you in everything in certain set of time. That is not like, it will not go good on that way. So try to know and the differences, know why and why we are doing that and what is the reason, and why it is done, and try to know the audience, how they are dealing with it, and try to convey the message of your message effectively so that they reaches those audience so that they can get some idea and try to build their own dreams, and try to make it like they also should feel that okay, we can also do that, and they should and try to boost the confidence inside them so that they can also be really feel that okay, it can be done by everyone, but we are not taking the initiation. Like if you are trying to add some other people or organizations into your, like you should brand statement is like you should have some taglines, like it should be not more than 2 to 3 lines, and you should cover all the aspects, like you should give the value as well as your brand, your audience, it's how it deals with it, and it should be like memorable, and it should be subject oriented, like what is that you are trying to convey. It should convey that in everything, in every aspect. Like these are some of the brands that will convey. Either the Apple, BMW, McD. These are some of the examples. I think everyone is familiar with BMW. Everyone wants to own that. Why? Because of the certain set of features and certain set of luxury things that are afforded, and it's like owning a BMW is a prestigious thing. It makes the people himself branded. Like if he's owning a BMW, they will call him like he's the owner of a BMW. Like this, it gives a brand to those people who is owning. So this is like building a brand. These brands have not developed over day. They have strived a lot, and they have achieved this. Like it is not easy. Like how they have built. Like it is not like they have worked for 1 or 2 days and they have built it. But like they have worked it like consistent. They'll be consistently performing on that, and they will see the audience perspective. Like they'll not offer everything. Like if he's asking for only one particular type, like if you like let's take an example of BMW itself. Like if an audience or a customer is asking for a hatchback, if you give her an SUV, like it is not a good way to deal with it. Like building a brand means, I think I at the beginning of the session I mentioned you 5 to 6 major points that we need to be remembered at the in that there was a point of customer. Like try to seek the audience what they are asking, try to provide the same. Apart from that, if you provide them sir, this should be better than that, it is not like that. The audience are more important. Try to convince the audience on that thing, then only the brand survives. And coming to, and actually know your values and what is worth, like what is the experience, what is the expertise, try to know those things. And like okay, for the students we can do this, like before trying to build a brand of yours, a personal branding, figuring out what to first, try to figure out like your strong zone as I mentioned in the beginning of the class, and try to identify the area of expertise as well as your where you want to see in the coming 5 years. Try to think on that and decide your goal on that, and then you set it a goal. Yeah, like then you set a goal and try to write down and try to think of that vision, and then try to make a personal brand segment. If you acquire this, if you follow these simple steps, you can really do that in a good way. Like if you can set a goal after thinking of your strong zones as well as what I want to do for that. I need to learn these things. After learning, after writing down those missions and thinking where I should be in the coming 5 to 6 years, try to visualize yourself, like, and then try to come to your at the end after doing this set of hard works, you will be there and you'll be recognized in wherever, like if you are working for an organization as well as if you are you in your school, like you'll be recognized there. And like Yeah, everyone, I think entrepreneur is not like an easy thing to go with, but if you want to become an entrepreneur, is like a self-branded. He is having his own. He's doing on his ways. He's self-employed. Like it is like that. We can also, if you are having those type of branding capacity, then entrepreneurship is like the best. Like you can, if you decide your destiny as well as your goal, and you are working on that, then you can make the startup, or they can make a mid-sized companies, and you can develop the products of your own. It's like a branding of yourself, your personal branding. Like you can use the social media, and you can use the other things, LinkedIn, to expand your startups, as well as some other online platforms. You can make the collaborations with some small startups, so that we can also grow, and your personal brand will give more importance, and it will achieve greater heights. So see, like if you have those, if you think what I should do and when I should do, and think of that certain rules and regulations that should be followed in achieving a personal branding, and certain things that should be assured for the customers as well as the organizations you're working for, then I can really do good. Yeah, like as I mentioned earlier, you can make your own startups, mid-sized companies, and products. Social media have leveled the playing ground, and like the social media is like what that if you are doing really good on something, you will really get the support from them, so that you can achieve great rights. That is ensured. Like if you are trying to give the best in the certain set of time, the online platform is like it will shout out to everyone like this guy is doing an amazing work. And if the online platform you are getting a shout out from everyone, then I think that would be the biggest achievement of, and it will give the personal biggest achievement of anyone in his lifetime, as well as it will give him a personal branding of our thought. And some other questions for you people, if you want to make a startup of your own, or you try to make a personal brand of your own, what do you want to achieve? What is your industry? And try to decide the industry. What is your market? And try to make your eyes on one certain set of audience at the beginning, so that you only concentrate on their needs and try to provide them those needs in a better manner. And try to yeah, unlike for any set of skills, if you want to be successful in art, or in your logging, or in your traveling videos, or you want to make a YouTube channel of your own, you should be really good at communicating. Like you should effectively interact. That is one of the major, yeah, I think it is plays a major role. If you are effectively interacting with your effectively interact, that it will make your organization as well as your personal branding, it will gives a new image. So try to do that, and try to create your own business cards. It's like small ideas from my side. If you want to strong create a small startup, and if you're a college student, yeah, or try to do something like personal branding, we never know what one can achieve in his life. We can really don't decide on his skills. Sometimes if you're working really good and the luck works out, you could be really doing well in your career. You can if you're a student also, you can do some startups. Try to take some sessions which you are in good, you can do with that. And yeah, and like if you are in a student life, you'll be definitely trying to come to corporate world. Like you will be have dreamt of like I want to work for this particular organization. I want to work for in there. It is like a dream come true if I join in this organization. Like in order to do that, like if you are working for some reputed organizations, that will also give a some brand name for you. Like for that, you need to make the resumes, and try to build the resume in such a manner like that it should be customized and in a really good way. And try to mention there your skills as well as your main motto, and what you will, what are the things that you will do when you join that organization. Like or like I want to do some of the changes. If you have some creative ideas, like if you want to, if you know the organization is really big, and try to give them suggestions like automated turning off and lights can be installed. If it is it will save some energy for that organization. Like that, if you give some innovative ideas for those, and ideas for those or type of organization, they will really recognize you. Because I have worked in some of the organization previously, I have seen many people, many of my colleagues also get recognized by those type of ideas, and the initiatives given were really crazy. But the organizations really implemented those ideas. They never thought that okay, this guy is saying something. Why should I do that? I have already got the reputation in the whole world has recognized our organization. What is the need to just listen to this? Like this, you should building a brand is not simple. You should respect each and everyone, as well as take the ideas from each and everyone and try to implement if it is really good. And for the student, try to make your resume super cool, so that, and try to access some online resumes so that you can get better idea, and try to create the LinkedIn profile so that you will get the advertisements. Yeah, thank you for the patient listening of 1 hour class of mine. I think we are come to the end of session. It's nearly 10, 11, 1. Thank you for the session. And I will just paste the attendance and the feedback form. Please try to fill that. Thank you everyone for the class. Yeah, try to fill the attendance as well as the feedback form. I will end the session. Thank you for the patient listening.